want to motivate your kids without having to put a holy fear of death into them or having to strain an eyeball while you're staring at them, what can you do? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about 3 ways to motivate your homeschoolers and 3 things you shouldn't do. The first one is to give them lots of positive feedback. Give them pats on the back. Well done, buddy. You did such a great job. Wow, to think you couldn't do that yesterday and now you can do it. Well done, buddy. So make sure you give them loads of positive feedback and you will find they lap it up. It may feel over the top, but kids just really love and they thrive on that praise from parents. Secondly, if your current homeschooling curriculum is not working, then consider teaching it in a different way. Perhaps your child just isn't going well reading it from the book and then trying to take in the information. Can you teach it in a different way? For example, can you teach it in a more tactile way? Use manipulatives instead of just trying to do it on paper, for example. Thirdly, consider a new curriculum. For example, my son's reading curriculum, reading eggs, wasn't working too well. We had switched to it previously because he wasn't liking the previous curriculum, and now he's finding reading eggs a little bit tedious. And so we've switched back to our original curriculum, and that is going so well. So switch it around a little bit, and you can use a free curriculum if you don't have money to buy a whole new curriculum. Now let's chat about some negative things you should not do if you want to motivate your kids. Okay, the first thing you shouldn't do is shout at your children. Shouting is actually a loss of self-control. And the other thing about shouting is that when you start to shout at your children, you only have to increase the volume and increase the level of threats required to get their attention. It is better to just expect them to do what you want, and then if they don't do it, then give them consequences if that has not happened. The second thing you don't want to do if you want to motivate your homeschoolers is give them death stares. You will sit down now and do your math curriculum. Again, this is just like shouting. It's kind of a loss of self-control where you're contorting your whole face to get their attention and you have to do more and more and more to get their attention. But really, you should just expect them to do what they're going to do. And if they don't do it, then give them the consequences straight away. The third thing you don't want to do, and this one is really important, is going beyond frustration levels to the point of tears. It's okay to push your children a little bit, and that is good for them to learn perseverance. But at the point when they're in tears and they just really don't want to learn it, they're not going to learn anything anyway. In fact, you're going to embitter them towards that particular subject so that they will have a big block in their brains when they go to sit down to it next time, which will make your job of motivating your homeschoolers even harder. Instead, put away the books and come back to it when they're feeling ready to tackle the subject again. And instead, go out and do something like nature study. And you can learn how to do that in this video right here.